We zijn nog steeds bij de Otte Cup hier in Eindhoven. En tegenover mij, Mario GÓMEZ. We'll do it in English. That makes it more easy for you. Everyone knows you as a former striker, a famous striker. And now you are director of football at Red Bull. Can you try to explain us what your job is at Red Bull?
Actually, as you know, we with Red Bull, my group is Red Bull Soccer. It's called the unit. So we are taking care that, as you know, we have 3 clubs: Leipzig, Bragantino, and New York. And we have the vision to, of course, to connect these clubs, which is not super easy in football because each one of them has their own things going on during the day, during the weeks, and especially during the seasons. But of course, we want to use the advantage of the bigger knowledge we have in the club. So we have a lot of very good people in their clubs, a lot of innovation, which is typically also very important to Red Bull and our world. So actually, my role is to take care that on the sporting side, we have a really good fit in the club. So do we have the right sporting director? Do we have the right coach? Do we have the right players there? Do we follow our strategy, our philosophy? For me, very important also the personal behavior, like also the attitude and stuff like this. So do we have respect for each other? And do we follow the guidelines, which are not very tight, but there are some normal things you have in life, and I really believe that this is necessary if you are in a team sport. So at the end, taking care that on the sporting side everything is going well.
It's a busy job if I hear this.
Yeah, it is. It is. As you see today, I'm here. After this, I'm going to Leverkusen. We are playing with Leipzig at the game. So it is, but I love it. I mean, it's not a job. It's not a work. It's for me. It's a passion because I love football, and I have the luck to work in a job which I love. So football is my life. I have my family, and football. This it is. So yeah, I'm really happy and also lucky to have this fantastic job.
You were telling me something about the philosophy you have at Red Bull. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I think 2023 our Red Bull clubs are already so big, so most of the people know what it means. So this is important to us, that if you have a game and there are 2 teams on the pitch and you don't know who is who, you should always understand this is the Red Bull team and this is not the Red Bull team. So that means we always try to, like Red Bull is as a brand, we always want to be attractive, we want to be offensive, we always want to be fast transitions. But of course, and this is also part of the development where we did, or part of the last couple of years, our teams are getting stronger, more successful. And if you are more successful, you have the better players. They want to have the ball also on their foot. So we had a kind of transition from really transition club. So win the ball and
pipeline. And like people looked at you before.
Yes, yeah. Actually, also the players are getting very interesting to all of the big clubs in the world, which is on one hand crazy good for us, but on the other hand also pain in the ass, because then every 2-3 years you have to build up a new roster for the clubs. But this is nice. This is our identity. We like it, and maybe one day, let's see. For example, in the Bundesliga, we can be at the different levels to say, okay, now we're gonna try to beat Bayern Munich, which is actually not possible, because just
if you're looking at budgets wise, right?
Yeah, exactly. For example, this is
but hey, if we look back at last week.
This is the beauty of the football, that you have you have 90 minutes and you can be there.
For the people that missed, Leipzig won the Super Cup, beat Bayern with 3-0, and I saw the game. I read the reports after the game. Everyone was fascinated about not only the result but also the way you guys played. Yeah, because it was the big guys, how the German papers wrote about it, and the big guys from Bayern against the young and small guys from Leipzig who defeated the big, tall guys.
Yeah, it's always, it's always easier to be the challenger, to be honest. So the expectation was that Bayern Munich will win the game. Yeah. So we could focus on what we really strong in, and the team did unbelievable. So even when we were struggling in the game because Bayern put so much pressure in, we were such a great unit, fighting for each other, also suffering a lot, which is good if you have a team. The mentality in the team is that you also can suffer a lot and then coming back with nice action. It was not just luck. We scored amazing goals with a lot of talent, with a lot of passion. So it was a great start into the season to Leipzig in this case. But it's just, let's say, the Super Cup, which means it's the first game. Nobody knows exactly how is the situation. But for the self-confidence, for the spirit in the team was amazing. For our fans, was great. It's a cup, so we won the first trophy this year. So it's nice.
I read that Leipzig only signed players under 23 years this year.
This year, yes. I mean, we had in the past something like that.
Yeah.
Some own rules, but that's not the case anymore because football is more than just having talents. Yeah, we love our talents. We love our young players. We love that they grow and they can be a superstar one day. So this is amazing. This is also part of our journey. But at the end, a football team, and especially a successful football team, is more than just having wild, crazy young talents. So we have to have a good balance. So we have also guys in the team, in all of our teams, they are 30, 29, 28, but it's nothing about age. It's more about experience.
I thought maybe it was also philosophy signing just young players.
This is still our philosophy. So
you need the older players also to win trophies.
I would say 85% of our signings are very young players.
And I can whisper his name here. Probably there's no one from PSV around here, but Xavi Simons, you signed him. Yes. They were really pissed off that he left the club, but he had a great start last week. Can you try to explain us why he's so important for Leipzig, for the project you are building there? Signing or loaning a player like Xavi Simons?
Xavi is maybe the perfect example about all we talked now the last couple of minutes, because he's crazy talented. So he's a fantastic football player. So he's very creative, very technical, super strong, very good understanding of the game, and he's still in an age where he has an amazing mindset. So I didn't talk to him personally, for example, now about the situation in Leipzig and stuff, because there we have the head of sport and we have the guys in the clubs. They're running the business, the daily business. But of course, I'm at the games, and what is Max and Ruben Schröder, our sporting director and the head of sport, they are telling me that the mindset of this guy is just unbelievable. He's so young still, but he's already, his mindset is like from a champion. So he always wants to be better. He always want to win. He knows exactly where he want to go. He knows exactly why he choose Leipzig at the moment and not another club. So he's a very interesting personality, which is also nice as a Red Bull brand. We also like to have these players. They can tell a story. So at the end, Xavi is a fantastic signing.
But he's only on loan for this year. You don't have, I think, an option to buy. Is that difficult that you are getting a player only for 1 year, or is that also the way you need to develop as a club?
Yeah, I mean, we have to convince the players as well that we are a fantastic place for those kind of players
to develop,
that they can do the next step. And then, of course, we know that Xavi Simons will not play the next 10 years for Leipzig. No, this is something which is clear, because one day he want to go to one of the top 5 clubs, 6 clubs in the world. He already been there in several of them. So he will go back for sure, because he's just a crazy good football player. But for the moment, I think playing permanent on this level, trying to beat the biggest clubs in Europe in the Champions League with our talented team is a crazy good challenge for him, and that's why I think he was choosing this opportunity. And for us, it's amazing. Now we can show him that in football it's also about the spirit. It's about being a good group. And what I can tell you already now is that we're having an amazing good spirit in this team. They are really like, I mean, we always talk about 11 friends. You have to be. That's not the truth. But when you go into the Leipzig dressing room, you see young players, hungry players. They really want to achieve something, and they doing every day everything for this. And this is what we from Red Bull side, we love to see that, because it's also emotion. It's not only just always about results. It's also giving the people they are coming to the stadium something back, and this is what it's
also entertainment. Talking about entertainment, like you have your clubs, but you also have ambassadors. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Donnarumma, our own Memphis, Trinity Rodman, of course, at the World Cup. Can you tell what they have in common together?
I think this is very individual. I mean, I've been also a Red Bull player for years.
Oh, I didn't know.
So
okay. Sorry for that, Mario.
No. But
why did they sign you?
Yeah, in this time they didn't have a German. They wanted to have also to sign a German player. So in this time I've played for Stuttgart. I was like the shooting star in this time. Mm-hmm. I was scoring a lot of goals for Stuttgart. There was the interest of international clubs and also of Bayern. And I decided then, shortly after I signed for Red Bull, I signed for Bayern Munich. So the focus in Germany was there, and they liked maybe in this time. I mean, probably the people recognize me as a player always like I was a finisher, a one-touch finisher. Yeah. So not so talented, for example, like Xavi, we are talking about Memphis, because they are crazy good footballers. I was more the guy who was finishing their actions.
And not too bad at all at it. You were pretty good at it.
Yeah. I mean, this was I was a specialist. Yeah. And that's always good if you're in football, if you're a specialist, especially as a striker. Yeah. You're earning always the let's say...
you're getting all the regards.
Yes, exactly. So everybody's talking always about the strikers, which is not fair to the other players. But this was my role in this time, and I think that's why Red Bull took me at this time. I was very offensive, very powerful, very dynamic, and this is something which I think fits very well to Red Bull, and that's why they took me in this time, and I had the experience, and this is why I'm telling you this, that this partnership with Red Bull, and I say partnership because it's not a sponsoring, it's a partnership. This is something really special. I had many sponsors in my life, and I had one partner, I had one or two more partners which I really saw as a partner, because they were not always trying just to squeeze everything out, to use all the minutes they bought with the contract. So it was a really, really nice connection. And with Red Bull, this was something different. I mean,
that's what Memphis told us also. He really likes it. It's not something he has to do. He's proud to be an ambassador.
Exactly.
What's your opinion about the new rules they're experimenting here during the Otte Cup?
As
a former player,
I love to think about everything always, because why 2023 everything should be like 1960. Yeah. So of course we love the football as it is, and people are coming to the stadium. I mean, we are making the stadium in each big city in Europe. There at every weekend the stadiums are full. So this means many spectators, many fans. So football is something which is great, which is working really great, and we should not change too much. But I'm always very open, and I'm a big supporter of thinking about how can we make it more attractive, more adapted to 2023. So
to the audience,
and especially here, we are now here at the Otten Innovation Cup. We can see that the players adapting really. So it's not that they are here and they are confused because of the new rules. No. They are adapting because every new rule we see here, it's something natural. So at the end, we all been kids one day and we wanted to play soccer. And for example, this rule, the free kick, you can go just by yourself with the ball. That means give me the ball. I wanna have joy. I wanna play. I wanna have fun. And intuitive, the players are doing this, so it's already there after the first minute. Throw-ins, everything in football is without hands. Why we have the throw-ins? So this is so something
strange if you try to explain it, right?
This is something which I really understand, and which I would love to see in the future in football, that the throw-in is a kick-in, because this is something which will also produce a higher speed of actions in football, because the throw-in is always kind of stopping the game, and teams, they are winning the games, they're just using this to waste time. And especially also what I saw now at the last game, also the changes that you can change however you want, which is very attractive, because in each sport it is like this, except football. So in football, if
they only use it for time wasting in football.
And the problem is that there are moments you're struggling with yourself, with the emotion, I don't know, with your opponent, and you're not doing well. So you're going out, and then you're the loser of the day, because you got substituted after. People
are booing.
And if it's more like you come in, you come out, you come in, you come out, there will be still the heroes, because the guy who was saved, or the guy who scored, or the guy who did a nice dribbling, of course, the emotions will be still there. But on a negative way, it's not, the spotlight is not so much anymore to the players. They went out because of bad performance, or also tactical performance. But with this coming in, coming out, it's like much smoother. It's up to the coach when they want to change something. They have to change. It's clear they have to come there. So I would also prefer to do it during the game. If the coach is deciding to take one, it's his decision. If he's doing now because the ball is there or there, so he has also to think about. And you're not wasting time, because because substitutions. I mean, coaches are using this if they are winning.
Tactical. So it's only tactical.
It's pain in the ass. So it's
you're saying it in a nice way. No, it's disturbing the game, especially in the end. Last question. That's also, you were talking about that. You're trying with Red Bull also about the audience in 2023. I saw some new filming techniques with the players. I think it was in preseason. They had it on their shirt. What do you think about that? About those new ideas?
I love it, because it brings the people more into the situations. But there's a big but, and the but is that if there is a technical innovation, it should be perfect.
So that's it.
So it's
not
what happened. That it should be. Nobody should realize that there is a change, and then it's fantastic. Then we can use everything we can use to bring more emotion to the people, more reality to the people. They are coming, to the fans. They can interact much more with them. I love this, because this is the future. I think the players are doing this already with social media. They're interacting with their fans, and only on if they're dressing the dress of the club, it's forbidden. Nobody is doing this. Then they're going home and they're doing it again.
They're doing everything,
So it's part of the game already. The players, we have to understand, and this is really what I think, that in a few years, and in many cases it's already like this, that the players are getting bigger than the clubs, because the people, they love the players. The young guys, they have jerseys from each club of the world just because their favorite player is playing there. They don't.
It's so strange.
They don't connect to the club. They don't connect to the club. In Germany, there are many people with the Paris Saint-Germain jersey just because of Neymar, Messi, and Mbappé. But the kids, they don't know nothing about the club. So that's what I want to say. It's that the focus will be much more on the individuals, so on the players in the future, because of social media, because they are their own companies at the moment, or they are getting. Even more.
And you can fight it, or you can try to work with them, right? I think that's the most important. Thank you for your time. Great having you here. Good luck with Red Bull. Good luck with Xavi this season.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much.
Thank you.